Alrighty, good afternoon. Welcome to some OMSI 2. It has been a while. It's a shame the Bill's not here. We definitely have liked to see his company grow through the work we'll be doing today. Good afternoon, nerds. How are you doing, my man? I guess in your time, good evening. Hope you've had a good day, my man. I just realized we had an oh, who's this? So what? You felt pressure today, nerd, to finally put in a shift, eh? um, yeah, I forgot what I was saying, but yeah, we're here today. Hello, Nilvinus, how are you doing? Glad that you're doing well, nerd. I am doing well, also. Thank you, my man. I've got my coffee today. Here he is. He's the man himself. Do a little jumpy jump. There we go. How do you customize your bonus mission? How do you customize your guy, nerd? Mine just looks like it just looks like that all the time. Or does he just look like that to me and then to you who looks like somebody else? I haven't got a clue. Um, so we've got a bonus mission. Complete the given tour every day and receive experience points and a 30% higher rewards. Okay. A 30... But I only get 2 experience points from this, so what are you talking about? I mean, it's only an 8-minute route, to be fair. You know what? F it. Let's do it. Um, I will try and fill our bonus tour. I guess I've never done one of these. So yeah, this should be interesting. You did it at the start, as in like in the main menu, I guess. I've never messed with all of that, to be honest. So that would make sense. Can I level up at all? I don't want to sit down. I want to go on the computer. Giving me every option but the one I need. Right, level. Yes, I can. Right, go up to level 21. And we will take the bus I usually use for Gertrude, which is the, where is it? This one. No, not this one, sorry. This one. My old school Mercedes Benz. And then after we do this bonus mission, then we'll go and do some Bremen Nord. Nabil went in and put a great deal of effort in helping me set all of that up, adding it to the company, adding the buses for it. And you know what? I haven't been nice. I haven't really repaid it, to be fair to him. So we'll try and do as much as we can today. I forgot where the bus was parked. I forgot what bay the bus is in. Poor Nib. I know, right? I know, right? He messaged me on Discord like 2 days ago, I think, and it was just like, I don't know what he said, but it was just a very sad message about like the state of the company. And I was like, yeah, you know what? We need something. Something has to be done here. Look at that. Matt P wishes you a safe and pleasant ride. Like, we've even got the support of Matt, and we're still like what excuse do we have? You know, what excuse do we have? None. The answer is none. We've got Matt P himself wishing us a pleasant ride. I mean, what more do you want at that point? Like, last driver, LWD. You know what? I don't even remember when this was. I like this bus though. No one else seems to drive it, and it makes me like the bus even more. Right, it's only 5 bus stops. Very, very short, as we already figured out. Munchfifil. Sounds about right. Wait, it doesn't sound right, but you know what I mean. Maybe Matt is the bus Volvo. You know what? I haven't driven that in a while. I should get to that soon. Maybe. No, I don't think I can use that for Bremen Nord. I'll figure it out. Realistically, no, Nilvinus, the Volvo is yours. The Volvo is for you. It was made in your... I was going to say in your image. It was made in your, you know, your customization, to your spec, to your specification. I really need to get a clutch pedal. It's very, very awkward. Whenever I use these pedals and I drive like either on Euro Truck or OMSI, I have to use left foot braking to stabilize. No, you'll know what I mean because you have my pedals. Without the clutch, they keep leaning to the left unless you put something there to stabilize, which worked for me for a little bit. Did I use my slippers? I think I used my slippers. Let me try and use my slippers again. Would that work? Right? Yeah. Actually, yeah, yeah. I have to stack my slippers on top of each other and then put them on the left sides of the pedal set so that the pedals won't lean to the left. Oh, you got the clutch on the first day? Yeah, fair enough, mate. I need to hop onto that. Probably later this month when I get paid. Good afternoon, DJ. How are you doing, my friend? Good to see you. It's been a little while, I think. Right, let me minimize this. Then we'll get started. AUXI is just a tool. If you mess around, if you just like click the options, you'll see what kind of things it does. You can change your seat position, which is pretty cool. I think you can mess with the weather. I think you can use it to turn off if you have it turned on. I think by default there's a box that's checked that says something along the lines of sync OMSI time with real time or something. Turn that off because then you'll always be under pressure to do these runs like quickly. Like for example, when I need to pause, I just press P, I pause the game, and then like the in-game time pauses as well. Whereas by default, the time would try and catch up with the real time, which messes everything up. So yeah, right. I think I'm going to turn the sound up a touch. That should be okay. Yeah, that's good. Right, so first things first, put this about halfway. Then I don't think I touched anything else here. No need for lights now. It's still pretty bright outside. We'll turn on those fans, put them on low. This I keep getting wrong. Let's take this first, which I keep forgetting and it's messed me up. You're meant to do this bit first. Actually take like the route. I was going to say the contract, but it's not. I can't. That won't make sense. So grab the route from here, and then you set up all the in-bus stuff. Otherwise, the thing will get confused. Right, start time 4:26. So not this one. This one, 4:26. If I'm not mistaken, you put this inside, and then I think it's Z1, and there you put I guess 855. I think. No, I forgot how I did this. Like I did this right once, I think. Okay, so line 855, and then 007. No, FAT 07. I don't bloody remember, which is why I just tend to go here 855 and we go to Schloss. Yes, Lucenthal, that place. There you go. And you know what? Do it that way. Bob's your uncle. All the hard work is done, basically. And then I can close this. Can have a little gander at the bus itself. Nice sports bra. It's a vest. Never heard of a vest? It's hot. Like, I don't know why I didn't think of this before. It's because I don't wear a vest anymore. I used to always wear a vest. Let's turn on our DRLs. Very, very, very dim, but I promise you they are on. Look how realistic the texture for the light is, man. Obviously, it's no Forza Horizon, right? Naturally, but it's not too far off. Look at this dingy, like dingy or dingy, dingy old bus stop. Anyway, it's a short route. We'll speed up time. 4:26, I believe we start. So we'll put the time to 4:25. Well, 4:24 actually, considering it's 54 seconds. And then we'll get started. Didn't come in for the KCD2 stream to avoid spoiler. You know what, DJ? Good idea. Although I'm so far ahead, unless they're going to be playing it every single day, Actually, you know what? It would still be dangerous. It would still be dangerous. What I'm thinking of doing, DJ, because I'm from next week, I'm gonna go hard on sim racing. Like, so I'll only be doing sim racing for the afternoon stream. I'm wondering if on my evening slots, I'll play KCD2 consistently, because in not doing that, I'm doing myself a little bit of a disservice, because by the time like the next gaming session comes about, I've already forgotten like what's happened, and it kind of messes up with the flow of the game, and then I end up not really playing the game as intended, which, you know, the whole point of it, like, it is actually a good game with a pretty decent storyline, with a lot of effort gone into it, and so I feel like I'm doing the developers a disservice. I'm doing the game a disservice by not really, yeah, by not really playing it how it should be played, basically. Only 40 hours in, yeah. That would be my advice to you, especially being so early on, before anything, you know, really like goes down. Probably spend a lot of time doing side quests as well, side missions, because you kind of get like the flow of the game. Although you can get caught up in them. Like, I think I was doing side missions for like 3 weeks in a row because there were just so many. And bro, I'm telling you, not all of them, DJ, but a lot of the side missions are like other games' main mission. If that makes sense, like there's so much. I overdid that so much. Jesus, there's so much in them. Also, my pedals keep slipping because of these slippers, so I need to remove them, and I'll just go back to doing left foot braking, like as if I was racing a GT3. There's so much content in some side missions that, like, I don't know, man. You know, like usually in games. Okay, I think I turned left here. Well, that's kind of too late for that, isn't it? Might go curb crawling again. But yeah, my point is, take your time with it, but also don't leave too much of a gap between play sessions so that you're caught up in the story. Because I know for me personally, right? Maybe because I'm not really into like medieval fantasy. Not that there's much fantasy in it, to be honest, but the whole medieval thing, it's not really my thing. So maybe that's got something to do with it. But I found myself struggling to remember what happened last week, you know, and that's built on week after week after week, and then I forget little details here, little details there, little details here. So then something big could happen, and I miss the significance of it because my brain can't put the pieces together. You know, like names. Names is a big one. People and names. People will get mentioned, and I barely remember who's who and who they're talking about and why this person is bad, or why this decision, you know, is a bad decision. I even forgot who was like who was the villain basically in that game for a long time. You've only just got to the wedding. Honestly, bro, it took me time. Because I was doing the side missions. It took me like a good 4 or 5 episodes to get to that. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure you're already doing better than I am. Sorry about no wheel cam as well. I am using my truck wheel. It's just that I am in my boxers once again because I didn't find my shorts. Well, I didn't actually look for them, if I'm being honest. And it's just it's simply too hot for trousers, so. You will just have to deal with face cam for now. Although, it kind of worked yesterday. I kind of liked it, just having my face cam. Sorry, love, didn't see you there. I'll tell you what, similar to when I play ETS2 in VR, now that I'm playing OMSI with this setup, I'm driving the bus a lot more cautiously, a lot more carefully. Still I'm cheeky here and there naturally, but for the most part, it has actually adjusted my driving style a little bit. I think we're still in a 30km/h limit zone. What do you mean they came to a dead end, DJ? How? I didn't really experience that. You know what, nerds? Pink Love Heart boxes is such like a classic thing. You're really showing your age. I don't know, like, I don't know why that triggered like some old memory, but that was always like the joke, right? Someone in their boxes and the boxes is white with like pink hearts or red hearts on it. Wow, what happened to that? What happened to that? I would actually love a pair of them, you know. I'll be honest. So you know, if you guys ever manage to get through to my wife, you know what to ask her for my birthday gift. The woodcutter never came back. He was meant to come back to his house, right? Like have you gone to his house? I didn't have an issue with that. I don't remember whether I had to wait a period of time or not, but if I did, it would have been because the game says so. So if the game doesn't say like, oh, he'll be in his house soon or at this time or something, then he should just be there. His wife keeps saying he's away. I hope he didn't die, you know. And also, Mutt is gonna be where he is regardless. The way this game operates is like quite realistic. Like it's not. You can bypass conversations or parts of missions to get to the next part. One thing I really like about the game in terms of the realism is that the NPCs have lives. You know, depending on obviously what their current situation is, they'll live their lives depending on that. Nerds, I'm having a problem. I don't think it's a problem, but it's an annoyance. The switch that flicks off, so the little thing that flicks off the indicator, like to auto turn it off. I want it to be placed differently because it does it too eagerly, and I found myself having to turn it back on again because it auto turns off. I tried to move it and I can't because the thing can only go one way, can't it? So, yeah. I think I'm not really looking for a solution here. I don't think there is a solution to that. I'm just sort of ranting a bit. Buy you a skirt version? No. Neither me nor my wife will be wearing that, thanks. Also, DJ, there's no harm, and if you get like super stuck on a side mission or a main mission, I've had to do it sometimes for various reasons. Sometimes it takes some work and I can't be asked to do that work. Other times it was because something just didn't make sense. But there's a whole like wiki for like every single main mission, side task on Kingdom Come Deliverance online. Like complete guides, you know, complete detailed guides with images and all the information you need. So if you feel like you do get really stuck, there's no shame in seeking out that kind of help, you know. Also, nerds, I've had to really turn down the force feedback. Like as it is right now, I'm not feeling any bump. I don't know whether it's because of the bus, because it does change sometimes depending on your vehicle or what. But I know that I've turned it down a lot. I was playing on Bremen Nord the other day, and it's just too much, bro. It was just too much. And I know it's not going to be perfect, right? It's not like dialed in or anything, but oh, brother, it was just too much. It was just too much. I don't know what your experience has been like. I'll be curious to know with regards to force feedback. I'll show you what I've turned it down to. There is going to be a bit of a pause naturally while the game sort of loads in that info, but it was a lot, man. And it's not as clean as it is with my Thrustmaster, where the effect is realistic, right? And it kind of makes sense. Like you could trick your mind to think, oh yeah, I am actually driving over a speed bump, or I am driving over cobblestone. With this, it's not like that. Like it just does not. It just doesn't feel real. Period. It wasn't. It wasn't good. Oh, it was. It just wasn't a good experience, to be honest. Okay, well, this is what my oh, I can't even show you now. Well, when I load in the next route, I'll show you what my what I've had to do to my force feedback settings. First and foremost, I guess we have to discuss what you've got on Pit House, because that I think that's probably what really matters. My force feedback on Pit House has been adjusted for Euro Truck. There was like a Euro Truck default, if that makes sense. And so I selected that. Right, let's do this one, 34. I can't do that one, well, that one starts in a minute. Let's do it. Let's do it. Quick. I don't remember where the buses are. Give me the computer option. Goodness me. Bremen 6. The guy that's up the tree with the wolves around him died. DJ, that is the woodcutter, my friend. That's why he's not around. That's why. Wait, no. He's a hunter, but I believe he plays a key part in finding Mutt. So if he's dead, I think that might be part of your problem. I think. I'm trying to remember and I'm struggling. I think he's part of the problem. Or part of that whole thing. I think at this point, if we're truly stuck, because I don't remember. Hey, thank you very much, my man. Appreciate the follow. We're back bussing today, just like you were doing. How was your fun bus experience? Sorry I couldn't hang around for too long. Hope it was great. Absolutely, there are people playing OMSI. Crazy, isn't it? Crazy to think that 12 years later, people are here playing OMSI. DJ, for this one, I would say it's worth doing the guide. Find the name of the mission. Press J on your keyboard. Find the name of the quest. And then just type it in Google followed by like guide. And you'll find one very easily. You hit a curb. Nerd, what route are you doing today? It was nice. That's good to hear, Carter. That's good to hear. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. You know, with regards to Chucky's MP on ATS, I don't think I've ever done it. I don't think I've ever done it. ATS for me is Convoy. Because you get, in Convoy, you get the benefit of multiplayer, and you also get AI traffic, which for me is just a perfect mix, to be honest. Bus travel with Venezuela weather. Good afternoon, Simon. Good to see you, my man. How you doing? No shot. Toby finally responded to my refund request. Jesus. Please accept our apology for not replying to your original request on a time. So they're not even replying to my original request. I had to send another refund request. I mean, at least they finally responded. But, yeah, I'm greatly disappointed in that company. Greatly disappointed. It's one thing being disappointed in the product, and you know I can separate a product from the company, but yeah, I feel very let down. Oh, Krethrath. I haven't done any Krethrath runs yet, I don't think. Yeah, I haven't. I installed it the other day. I installed it the same day I installed Bremen Nord. And did all the things for it. And I haven't touched it since. Oh, hello. My steering wheel is turning of its own accord. Let's turn it back. There? Nope. Like that? Yes. Not bad. That's good, my man. I'm good, thank you. Only did because bonus. What are you gonna? Are you hopping off then, nerd? Is that it, or are you staying on for a bit? Oh, one work tags. No idea what that means. 3526. Starting at 2:29. Nope. We're gonna be departing a bit late. We're 3 minutes late. Oh my god! I just remembered this route. It is hard to keep to time. Really hard. So starting late, I have not done myself a favor here. Umlauf, 3526. 90 to Neunkirchen? Yes. Okay.
Bahnhof Fegesack. BSAG Kundencenter. Übergang zur Regio S-Bahn.
Thank you. Let's set up the bus itself. Put this in the middle somewhere. Turn you up 1 notch. Turn you up by 1 notch as well. Lights are okay. We'll turn on the daylight lights. Everything here is okay. Let's put this in first and foremost and log into that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that should be that. Nothing else to do. I think we're good. I think we are good. We're 5 minutes late. We need to get a move on. ASAP. Staying on other... Why? Are you staying on Kefrath? Are you guys coming here? Moon Men Duo, welcome on board. Thank you very much for the follow. How are you doing? Right, you guys are not coming on, are you? Handbrake off. Let's get going. Now let's get going. You have to wait for the beep. So this is a bendy bus. Can I go around this? I can. So yeah, no, it was on this route that I couldn't deal with the force feedback, man.
BSAG Kundencenter. Übergang zur Regio S-Bahn.
Game? As in the name of the game? If you're asking for the name of the game, it's OMSI 2. OMSI 2. It's in the title. Oh god. It's really nice driving with this wheel, man. I won't even lie. It's so nice. Moon Men Duo. If you do decide to go for this game, please download the 4GB patch. First of all, check my YouTube channel for a guide on how to do that. I uploaded the video very recently. And secondly, get onto our Discord, go to the OMSI channel and copy the settings that we've got pinned. This game, because of its age, you know, you have to sort of baby it a little bit. And if you don't do that which I've just told you, it's not going to be a good experience. As you can see, even with the optimal settings, we're still getting some stuttering and some imperfections. Asking for a friend, Cardum. I'm personally struggling a little bit with the force feedback on my Thrustmaster wheel. I mean, for me and Nerd have the same direct drive base. His one seems to be working fine. For me, and it can also be subjective, so maybe we have the same and he likes it and I don't. But there's a lot of different settings that you can change for this. The settings that I'm currently using are not optimal for me. I prefer the force feedback on my other wheel, but then again, maybe I just haven't put in the work that I need to sort of, you know, fix everything nicely. Other than that, because it's a direct drive wheel, I have all the degrees of rotation that I need, so now I feel like a real bus driver. Turning the wheel, you know, until I feel like I'm in the gym working out my arms. But it's nice. I have my wheel, I'm using the Mozart TSW wheel, so the big one, and it feels amazing. And it works fine. I'm using the stalks as well, so I have the indicators, I have the wipers, I have cruise control. Half of the buttons are not working on the wheel for some reason, but I believe that's just an OMSI problem as opposed to the wheel itself. But other than that, it does everything I need it to. I'm having a genuinely having a great experience, and I would recommend 100%. I don't know what you said that got blocked out, DJ, because it got deleted even for me. If it was a link, can you post it? Can you whisper it to Nerd? Because Nerd is a moderator, and then Nerd will paste the link. Moonmen Duo. Yes, the game is on Steam. Yeah, please post it, Nerds, if you don't mind. Thank you, my friends. Thank you, DJ, for the link as well. Sorry, boss. Would it be nice for you to wait? We also have announcements on this pass if we need to make some announcements. Nabil sent me like a whole list of translations for what they all mean and what they're all for. Hello, boss. I don't know why, but I saw these traffic lights very late. Goodness me. So, TSW6, DJ, Simon, Nerds. Anyone else that's a TSW experiencer? It's still ridiculous to me. I'm not going to lie. It's been about, what, a week since the announcement? It's still ridiculous to me. TSW6 hype, huh, Carter? Just like TSW5 hype and TSW4 hype and TSW3 hype. I actually don't know if I'm going to buy it or not. I'm thinking about it. I haven't ruled it out. It's been officially... Okay, it was almost 1 month. In 2 days, it would have been 1 month since I last played TSW. It's one of the biggest gaps I've had not playing the game. We'll see. Maybe Monday's Play Lab session will, you know, put me back in the mood for it. Who knows? We'll see. I really hope not, Card. I'll be honest. I really hope not. Can you imagine how buggy and broken it will be, man? Ah. I hope not. Just more bugs to add on top of the other ones. Double 12 main. This is the Bremen Nord map. specifically the 2024 layout. You got suspended from the forums. No shot. Why? I've saw a lot of your posts, and you don't seem to post like wild stuff. Why were you suspended? I mean, to be fair, I haven't visited the forums in about as long as I've played, to be honest. As long as I haven't played. So I've got no idea what's been happening there recently. You know what? No, that day, so that was before I knew about the announcement. So I thought the whole thing was just like a joke that you guys were making. I thought the TSW6 shirts were a joke. I thought obviously the obvious copy and, you know, the edits were obviously fake. I also, the community team should be called the... No way that's what you got suspended for. That's a completely valid question. As a matter of fact, without asking, one might assume that the community team is the marketing team. They don't really do much community stuff. They do marketing. What do you think, nerds? Does 1080p and this bitrate look better than 1440p did? Scammer team. Wow. So I guess it will be automatic that you'll get the suspension removed as opposed to someone actually manually doing it. But wow, man. What were the forums like when TSW6 was announced? Because I probably won't be back there until next week when I'll be back at work. Like, I only go on the forums to pass time at work, to be completely honest with you. Most of the time it works grand. And I'm gonna have a bloody month of forum posts to catch up on, so should be good. It doesn't. Hey, listen. That's why we're gonna have a Dovetail Direct watch party again this year on here. So don't worry, no fear. I got you. UK Gamer, how you doing, my man? Good to see you. How's it going? Amazon Prime need to stop trying to get me to... Well, Amazon need to stop trying to get me to buy into the Prime Day. Since, like, I learned years and years and years and years ago that a week before the Prime stuff deals, they'll inflate prices. So that when the Prime deal is now on, the Prime week, whatever, it will basically be barely less than the product was actually priced at. I don't buy into that crap anymore. And then I saw it for myself a couple times for things that I was watching for a while. Couldn't believe it. Could not believe it. Like, Amazon have got way too much money to be doing that kind of thing, you know. But then again, that's probably how they got their money in the first place, so... Shouldn't really come as a surprise. Forum response was basically, yeah, we expected it. Yeah, I mean, people can't even be mad anymore because, yeah. Before it was like, we don't actually know it's coming out, right? Whereas now it's like, everyone believes that it will be coming out. So when it does finally break out officially, then I guess, yeah, that's the only response you can have is, well, I said it. I knew it.
Blumenhorster Straße, Geosi.
I love those old classic. These Mercs, right? The 190e is my dream car, genuinely. It's not some high-end Lamborghini or a LaFerrari or a Bugatti. No. My dream car, genuinely, is a clean Mercedes 190e. They go for about like between 2 and 4, 5, 6 grand here, depending on condition and mileage. So after I get a car, you know, for like the family and stuff, I'm gonna have my eyes set on a old school Benz. Fortunately, they're not actually like increasing in price the way one might think they would, which I'm grateful for. But they probably will continue to get more expensive as time goes on. But they've been stagnant for a while. Glad that you're doing well, UK gamer. That's good to hear. I'll bring the frying pan now, don't worry. And if I forget, remind me. I'll definitely have the frying pan there. Yeah, no, so it sounds like your force feedback is turned like high. And so it doesn't like bother you when you go over like these bumps in the road and cobblestones and stuff? Do you not feel like as somebody who drives daily as well, do you not feel like it's a bit too extreme? It'll definitely safe for this bus, don't worry, UK gamer. If I'm at the wheel, everyone's safe. It's not a train. It's not a train, so everyone's safe, mate. TSW7 threads probably go up soon. Yeah, probably. Probably. The TSW6 one went up when? 2 months ago, I think? Fly over the bumps but no feedback. That's interesting. It does sometimes depend on the bus, but if like you've driven many different buses and haven't had that experience, I do wonder why.
Sehr geehrter Fahrgast, wir freuen uns, dass Sie sich in unserem Fahrzeug wohlfühlen. Möchten Sie aber
oh my god, my TikTok.
Ihre Füße von den Sitzen zu nehmen. Bahnhof Blumenthal, Jenny-Ries-Platz. Übergang zur Regio S-Bahn.
No one's watching anyway.
Umleitung Linie 90 über Friesenbergstraße, Eggestädter Straße und Bahnhof Turnerstraße zur Haltestelle Rönnebeck-Busch stehen. Die Haltestellen Blumenthal, Markt bis Dillener Park können nicht bedient werden.
Bitte informieren Sie sich vor Fahrtbeginn auf www.bsag.de oder mit Hilfe der Fahrplaner-App über Ihre möglichen Verbindungen und achten Sie auf Durchsagen in den Fahrzeugen sowie auf die Aushänge an den Haltestellen.
Also, yeah, this really confused me the other day, because what is that? I don't know what that green arrow means. Does it mean you can always turn right? I don't think so. But yeah, I got to the last stop, and like not many people got off, so I didn't know. I was very confused, very confused. Hopefully, it's a smooth process today, or maybe I can figure it out today. But yeah, it was weird, really weird. Usually you get to the last stop and the passengers know you're going to get to the last stop, so they ring the bell and then they all get off, and then the thing comes up on screen saying here's your like your lateness and your whatever. And I basically did that, went to the place, kept going because I didn't even realize that, you know, that was the end. And then there was just like a block on the road saying like no entry basically, so that was like the end of the map. So I did the U-turn, went all the way back, and then did another U-turn so that I could come back to that last bus stop, and then the passenger left the bus. I don't know like whether it's because of my scary driving. Well done, ladies, amazing stuff. Although to be fair, they've got a green light, so Can't really blame him. I'm staying on Bremen Nords, nerds. Yeah, you know what? I really do want my wheel cam. I also want to stay cool. Well, as cool as I can. Where's my towel? I could just place a towel over my thighs. Like so. Yeah, I can do that. Well, you can judge it for yourself, nerds.
Friesenbergstraße.
Nabil recommended it, so I guess that means something. And the rest, I'll let you see for yourself. The only, like, negative, if there is any, is that it's difficult to stay on time, but according to Nabil, the timetable is like the real one, and it's just as difficult in reality to stick to this timetable. It was during a period of construction and diversion. Ah, there we go. Right. Get the wheel. Do a bit of that. Is that good? Ericus, thank you very much for the follow. There we go. That should be alright. And if you don't like it, I'll turn it off. How about that? You don't know why you haven't followed me? Have you been around for a while then? Lurking. Well, I've got a lurk. I've got a lurk command. I know. It's not used very often, but I was always asked about it. So then I introduced it, and that was when I didn't have it, right? So I introduced it. No one uses it. So you know, just streaming things. Hello, Dan. Good to see you, my man. How you doing? But thank you, Ericas, for your undercover support. I haven't thanked my lurkers in a while. I just forget, but I do appreciate the silent ones in the background. I'm more of a lurker myself. I will lurk on Carter's stream. I will go on Carter's stream. He knows me very well, and will say hello to me, and I will say hello to him. And sometimes I'll just sit there very silently, just watching, taking in the sights. I've never been like, even when I had like during COVID, there was one particular streamer that I would only watch him basically, and I just never said a word, except when he would shout out the lurkers. I just would not say a word. I've got Bremen legit. Yeah. It was a lot of hassle if I remember correctly, like pirating it. So what an interesting named place. The stalks, yeah, thank you, Ned, for that, yeah. I did use the thingy. It's a mixed opinion, really, Eric, that's why, because lurkers tend to, like, want to stay lurking. Yeah, fair enough. I think that's why it's nice when it's done in bits, you know? Because I think sometimes even like as a lurker, you know you're unseen, right? Other than like you're a viewer, so there'll be like a view account. So you know that you're undercover, but you still feel like you're being called out, and you don't want to be called out. So that's why I keep it to a minimum. But I do want to do it like maybe once a week at least, just to acknowledge more than anything. I think acknowledgement is important. It's a real map, nerd. Yeah, a real map with a real timetable, which is probably why it's super tight. How nice is it that setup just works, right? There's no confusion about is it system, is it this, is it that. Thank you for remembering it, because I don't. No matter how many times I'll get, usually you'll get things wrong, and then that will help you remember it for the future. I'll get it wrong and then just forget it again anyway. And I know it would be very nice to have this be like a really nice HD clear camera. I know it's not great, but if I'm going to get a very nice camera, first and foremost, it's got to be this one. And I'm not about to spend however much, considering this does a perfect job. Maybe not a perfect job, but it does the job that I need it to do. I also find it annoying that the mirror is on the door, so it moves. I know it's a very small and minor gripe, but why? I don't think I've ever seen that before either. Really, Dan? How weird. How weird. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. Like, of course it's nice to be polite and respectful, and you can have an opinion on that. And you know, at the end of the day, it's his stream, right? So he can do it however he wants. You know, whatever. But I can also have my own opinion. And my own opinion on that is that it's just weird. Like you're sharing your gaming experience with strangers, right? You don't know what culture somebody's coming from, what I don't know, religion somebody's coming from, what belief system somebody's coming from. You can't expect everyone to do things your way, you know? Like I also sometimes people will come into chat with something that makes me think, oh, that was a bit like impolite. but I'm not gonna go and berate you for it, you know? Because a lot of the times people don't realize, you know, it's just lack of knowledge. People don't realize that what they're doing or saying is not nice. I don't think anybody commenting for the first time that's not a troll intends to be rude. Yeah, absolutely, Ericas. Absolutely. Absolutely. And like I said, at the end of the day, it's his stream and he can do things his way. He's absolutely entitled to. He's absolutely entitled to do that. But yeah, I don't think he's gonna have many. It reminds me of man, you know the people that will not allow you. They basically have follower only chat, so you can't chat unless you're following them. I don't bother at all. There are times I've wanted to support someone. A few times I've raided someone after a stream of mine, and I'll usually when I raid someone, I'll go in there and either put an emote or just say hello or something, as like support. When I see that it's that your thing is follower only mode, I even start regretting like raiding you, because I feel like it's a cheap way to get followers. Like, earn it, right? Earn it. And again, they're allowed to do it. It's just my opinion. The builder's not a Bremen listed the company map. So how am I? How have I managed to get it, nerds? Unless your permissions have been redacted for your lack of work ethic. I'm doing this on OmniGo, my man.
Bahnhof Turnerstraße. Übergang.
Follower only shouldn't even be a thing. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Say like you've got a lot of randoms trolling you and just talking nonsense to annoy you. Then the least you can do is get a follow from all of them, you know. And then sort of the next step up after that would be subscriber only mode, which I guess in a way that makes more sense, because it's almost like, especially if you've got a lot of followers, it's like, okay, out of everyone, you guys are the ones sort of really invested in me, so here's this like benefit, I guess, in a way. But follower only is in like a weird middle ground. I hate seeing the mouse. I just want the mouse to go away. Ooh, what map is my favorite? Probably Aachen, you know. I hope Nabil brings that one in soon. I barely had time to enjoy that. I played it like a few... Oh my god, that was violent. I played that a few times before OmniGo became a thing. And obviously since Nabil's company, like I've only ever driven on it. So I haven't played it for well over a month now. So it would be nice to get back to it. What's your favourite, nerds? Have you even played many maps? I feel like, I don't know why, I get the feeling you've only played on like 2 maps. Some streamers have millions of followers, only tons of people watching. Yeah, I mean, you know, there's a few people that I will stop by who have thousands, but their average concurrent viewership is about the same as mine. And realistically, someone could come and watch you once and follow you. So I don't think followers... Well, I mean, to a degree, I don't think the number of followers really means much. I guess for like sponsorships and stuff like that, it might be a metric that goes in your favor. But in the real world, it really doesn't mean much. Concurrent, for me, I believe average concurrent viewership is everything. That's like the real number. How many people will, you know, actually be on your streams live, set the time to come and watch you and hang out? You know, I think that is what like streaming's about. Because if it's just about somebody watching a video every now and again, I mean, you've got YouTube there, you've got the VODs there. Shout out to you guys who watch my VODs as well. What do you think, Ericas? Is that command like the response I've got to that command? Is that okay? I don't know why I put the handbrake on. I don't really know how to do like the lurk thing, so I mean, I don't know, that made sense to me. It's alright, okay, I'll take it. Remember, it's expensive. I mean, oh, the summer sale ends today, the 11th, right? Today's the 11th. It was 20% off, I think. Although to be fair, nerd, you also need there's a DLC called 3 Generations. It's for Hamburg buses, but you need it so that the AI buses on this map are what they should be. Otherwise, they'll just be like the stock Berlin buses, and it will just look really unrealistic. So you do have to buy that as well. So you kind of have to make 2 purchases for it. I thought it was worth it. I still do. But yeah, probably worth waiting for the next sale. And there's not really any... there's no trustworthy option for either of them on the high seas. So, you know, if you do want to go that way, you're doing that at your own risk. Wait, what's... Oh, the sale, yeah. I mean, what would be the next one realistically? Christmas? Like the next big one? Yeah, I think I'm gonna set maybe next week or the week after for Kefrath. I like to stick to one map for a period of time. I'm kind of tired of Waldhofen. Hohenkirchen I do like, but I've spent quite a lot of time on there. So for me, Bremen, and then after I get bored of it, Kefrath.
Faire Farge.
Oh yeah, the autumn sales. That starts on the end of September, just in time for TSW 6. Came in a bit too hot there. They can go in through the middle door though. Should be alright. They are DJ, but I don't find that there's not many OMSI 2 DLCs there. Hello kids.
Betonstraße.
Bus and Bay 2 is past rental. Really? How do you know? Does it tell you? Let's make money. Let's make in the bill some money so he can pay for it. I think for this route he's bought the bus. He bought the map and the bus like the day I got the DLC. Okay, we're near the end. So this is where I went back to that supermarket just behind us, and I had to do a U-turn in there. Hopefully I can figure it out this time. I think there's like a little section where you can park, and that's where you're meant to terminate. But it's like across the road from the last stop, so I don't know why passengers just don't get off on the stop on the road. And then I don't know, for me that just makes more sense. Oh yeah, Green Man Gaming, I keep forgetting about. I don't know why. Usually my thing is when I'm looking for a game or a DLC on the low, I'll just Google cheap Steam games, and then I'll keep middle mouse clicking all the websites so that I keep opening in tabs. And then I'll just look for the cheapest one. See, it's called the Terminus, but she's just sitting down having the time of her life. I don't know whether my version of this is bugged or what, but it makes no sense. And on the map, this is the last stop. So what happened was I kept going straight around that curve, and then there was like a no way through kind of thing. So she should be getting off, but she doesn't. And now the thing should appear saying, you know, here's a time, da 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 da. But let me go to the other spot, the actual terminus, and see if she'll get off there where she should. Because even on the map, it shows the bus stop as a little bit ahead, even though it's there. And terminus is here. Basically this little curve. Didn't think it was that tight, Jesus. Okay, so she's pressed it. But she hasn't pressed it. Get off my bus! Okay, well, this is the main thing that this has popped up. That's the main thing. Because that says that you've done your route, you've finished. And yeah, it's just absolutely impossible to keep the time. You know what? I might just keep doing this run. I could terminate it. And then just like carry on. I might just do that. That was a pretty cool route. Made a decent amount of money. How much money do we make for the company? 715. Not bad. Let's do drive next door. So it'll be this one, I believe. We could switch it up though. But this is line 01. Okay, this is different. But it's only 8 minutes long though. It's like, what's the point? So realistically, there's only really one option. I don't know what's different about. Oh, well, we're in BF Forge right now, so we need to go back here. So we take this one, and that should be. It should automatically be set, to be honest. Or the bus should at least. Yeah, it should be automatically set. 3526 start time 3:14. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Number 90 though, interestingly enough. But I think we were 90 before. The 855 was the route before. Why is my lights off? And did I just not turn my lights off, or did I turn them off after I turned them on? Anyway, we need to get moving now. So the lady is still sitting there. I mean, good for her, I guess. She's having the time of her life. Maybe she's just into buses. Maybe she's making bus content. Maybe she's just making bus content. But regardless, we need to get moving. That was a weird advert. Get off the road. I'm coming towards you. Why are you coming to me? Patience. Thank God collisions are off. Do you know how many passengers I would have killed because of stupid stuff like that? Thank you for your euros. Come on, Kefret, and race you. I'm gonna tell. I'm selling. I'm selling a bill. This is what you're doing when he's away. I'll set proper time. You okay?
Betonstraße.
I'll set proper time for Kefrath. I don't want to say next week and then not hold myself to that word. So, sometime soon. Sometime soon. Kefrath GP. Also, please tell me Card is still here. I doubt it, but Card, if you're still here, please do let me know. Volvo versus Man. Oh, apparently it's MAN, not Man. I always call it Man. But I saw like a reel talking about it. Someone was like selling a Man truck, and they were like, it's MAN, not Man. Oh, no need. Let's try and actually be on time for once. We're already about 20 seconds late.
Wasserweg.
I've been talking to you for too long, nerds. That's why. If you call it MAN, it's I can't call my brain. It's one of those things my brain just doesn't want to accept. Like the only way I will actually start calling it MAN is if someone from the company themselves comes out and says this is how you say it. You know, like the whole GIF and GIF thing. If not for the creator himself coming out and saying it's pronounced GIF, I wouldn't be pronouncing it GIF. Your clock is broken and bust him. How? What have you done?
An der Amtsweide.
Oh, the seller. I mean, you know what? It did put me off a little bit. It did put me off a little bit. Not that I was thinking about buying the truck. And it was weird for it to come up on my explore page anyway. But if there was any part of me that was ever going to buy it, I no longer am. Can you let me see the outside of that bus? Of course. Why not? There you go. What's my horn button? There you go. Nothing like super exciting, but I mean it's clean. It's nice. Who's this calling me? Sorry, boys. I kid you not, that was a call from Dovetail. It was just about Monday. Alright. Yeah, I'm going in for the Playlab sesh, Ella said. Cool, let's get it cracking. Sorry, boys, for that anyway. Mafia calling. God forbid. I like my peace. I like my peace. I ain't gonna get involved with the Mafia. Really nice? Yeah. I mean, I do like a livery in SR, but plain Jane also
Hanfstraße.
works. It wasn't Matt, no. How you doing, Ellis? Good to see you, my boy. Basically just like testing out future content, Ellis said. Negotiating tracks for TSW, but we do have tracks in TSW. But I think we should get more variations just for nerds. I think nerd would really appreciate. You know what? Maybe if I go in there and I see Matt, I'll let him know, nerd. Yeah, I'll let him. I'll tell him. Listen, I got this Australian geezer, great guy, loves your games, big fan of the track series. Do you mind throwing in a little something for him for TSW6? I got you, bro. Don't worry.
Buschdeal.
Hello, ISXAEV. How would I pronounce that? Is Zev? What are you doing, fella?
Straße und Friesenbergstraße zur Haltestelle Bahnhof Blumenthal. Die Haltestellen
This is indeed Bremen Nord, yes.
Markt können nicht bedient.
This is indeed Bremen Nord.
Bitte informieren Sie sich vor Fahrtbeginn auf www.bsag.de oder mit Hilfe der Fahrplaner-App über Ihre möglichen Verbindungen und achten Sie auf Durchsagen in den Fahrzeugen sowie auf die Aushänge an den Haltestellen.
I don't think that would really work for me, Dan, I'm afraid. It would sound very egotistical. I appreciate you, Ellis. Thank you, my man. But you do know it was like a public thing, right? Like anyone could have signed up to it. They announced it on the forums. You could have signed up to it, bro. We could have been on, we could have been on that train together Monday morning, bro. Heading towards Stratham.
Bahnhof Turnerstraße. Übergang zur Regio S-Bahn.
There won't be any of that going on, no, don't worry. Bro, no, I ain't got nothing to do with that, bro. That shows, yeah, that your heart's not in it. If your heart was in it, you'd have been on the forums, browsing every single day, every single section of the forums, making sure you don't miss anything. You know, your heart wasn't in it, man. You can't blame me for that one, I'm afraid, boss. I take no responsibility. You didn't put your heart in this. The three twins, the musketeers. They can fly you there. I mean, hey, if you stream a bit more, nerd, throw in a bit more train content as opposed to ATS, who knows? You could be big time. Gio, where can he find this wheel? Well, first and foremost, on the Moser websites. You could also find it on any of their sellers. I bought it from a third-party seller. Third-party seller?
Straße.
I don't know. I don't know what overclockers would count as. I mean, to be fair, Simon, I imagine a lot of their loyal customers didn't make it. I have no idea how they like picked like what their criteria was. I don't remember them listing any criteria on the forum. Do I recommend this wheel? Absolutely yes, Alex. I do recommend this wheel. How much was it? So I bought everything you see as a bundle. Not everything you see. Not the stalks are separate. You got the indicator, the wipers. Those were separate. The wheel, the base, the clamp, and the pedals were 460, 50, I think. I don't really remember. But it's a bundle. It's a bundle. You know what? You can get off at the next bus stop. Just if you just type in Google TSW Moser TSW truck bundle, Moser TSW Moser TSW truck bundle, you should find it. I personally bought this one from overclockers.co.uk, but you can get it from a few different places. I don't remember seeing it in Amazon, Colin, but you can try and have a look there. I think I tried to search for it on Amazon, but I couldn't find it. Only like I found the Hori wheel. I think I saw Aerosoft's wheel as well, but I didn't see this particular one. Yeah, Alex, it's not cheap, mate. It's not cheap. Thank you for the likes, by the way, as well. Appreciate it. And needs to update setup to include wheel. You know what? That's true, you know, nerds. That's not a bad point at all. That would make a lot of sense. Oh, they're calling me back. Why? Hello, Jackson. I'm so sorry to disappoint you, my man. Maybe we save that one for the OnlyFans. You know, what was it? 1,000 subs or 100,000 subs? I don't remember. 1,000 subs on Twitch. The OnlyFans comes out. Do what you want for that information. No, it isn't 460. It's about 550. Okay, my apologies, Alex. So yeah, 550 then. How many degrees does the steering wheel go up to? Well, because it's a direct drive wheel, Colin, there's not really a limit. But I think if I'm not mistaken, 2,800, I think. You might have to Google that one. But basically, it goes up more than you would need for a bus, for a train, for a truck. Okay, not a train, obviously, but yeah, more than you would need for a bus, basically. Are they paying for my trip, Elizabeth? Absolutely not, mate. Cheeky $50 credit, which I'm not sure I'm going to do with yet. They said either cash or gift cards. But then in the email, I should have asked him. In the email, it said gift card. So I guess we'll find out on the day. He has all ingrown toenails. My feet are actually nice. Look, you can see them. Where are they? There they are. They're waving at you. I like my feet. I think my feet are nice. Credit card chargeback. What do you mean ill? Ill to you. My feet would make me money, you know. And I have full confidence in that. Full confidence. Always a lesson. Think I'm wearing socks in this weather? Socks will be stinking up. Let my feet be free. It's too hot for all of that. Way too hot. You know you didn't do that on purpose, nerd. You know it's just because you're a crap driver and you wish you were as good as me. That's basically why. There's no shame in admitting the truth. Well, we need to do an ATS convoy soon. It's been a while. I did one the other day, but nobody joined. But now that Iowa is out, I got more of an excuse. But I need to buy it first. How do I know where to drive? There's a map on the bottom left. That acts as a GPS. Well, it is a GPS technically. Hold on a second. The description you gave me earlier, nerd, seems a lot more accurate to the one you're giving me now. So, questionable. Questionable. Yeah, I could have hidden it away, Jackson, and put it on my other monitor. But I thought, I like it there. I usually don't like, when I'm playing a sim, to have like my screen cluttered up. But I wouldn't want to miss anything in the chat. Information on the top right is obviously quite necessary. And the map is not like super intrusive. It's such a shame I can't do accents, you know. I wish I could do accents. I honestly wish I could do accents. Yeah, see, Jackson, if I could say that in like a good Aussie accent, I'd be on for a winner, mate.
Bahnhof Blumenthal, Jenny Riesplatz.
We're actually not doing terribly for time, you know.
S-Bahn.
We're late
Der Umleitung.
by quite a few minutes, but it's not bad. Nabil warned me, and when he said it, I was thinking, how bad can it be, you know? Oh, it's bad. Well, it can be bad. It can be bad. Why does this A-class look like it's squished? Also, did my stream go down at all on Twitch? Because my chat reconnected. I don't know why it disconnected in the first place. It's £40 crazy to reserve a seat on a plane. Why would you need to reserve a seat? Would your ticket not be enough? Just drive quicker. Yeah, but I like to still stick within the limits of the law, Mr. Nerd. But to get a good seat, in that case, I mean, it depends on how much the ticket is. If it's like a fraction of your ticket cost, then yeah, that's fine. But if it's like half, then it might be too much. That's my sort of like reasoning slash logic. Seats for the back of the plane. £40. I don't think that's crazy, you know, I'll be honest. As long as it's absolutely guaranteed you'll get the seat that you're reserving, then nah, I don't think that's too much, to be honest. That was awkward.
Bahnhof Klinikum Bremen Nord. Übergang zur Regio S-Bahn.
Is it like define normal settings? Are you talking about the settings that we've got on Discord? That's so annoying, Jackson. So annoying. I guess I kind of understand it, but I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it at all. The normal settings when you buy the game are horrible. Like on some routes you'll be okay. On other routes you will not be okay. No matter how strong your PC is, you will not be okay. So like, not only am I recommending to get the 4GB patch and use the settings that we have on our Discord, I'm saying it's a necessity. If you want to enjoy the game, it's necessary. If you want to even play the game, otherwise your game will crash. There are some routes, if you don't have the 4GB patch, your game will just crash. So it's a necessity. And even then, you may still need to adjust some things here and there. But at least you'll be able to play the game and enjoy it. That's the thing, Jackson. Like, so yeah, in terms of people not showing up, you know, the airline loses a lot of money there. Cool. But when someone who hasn't done anything wrong, they paid for their ticket, they paid on time, they've arrived, they've shown up, when that person now has to sort of suffer, cool, compensation is nice and all of that, cool. But the fact that they get put through that in the first place, and who knows, maybe they have to get to their destination that day. You know, maybe there's a funeral or a loved one is sick. It's not. It's not nice. To put it simply. Like I said, that stuff is nice, the free hotel and compensation. But in that very particular situation where you have to get to your destination that day, you know, there's no amount of compensation that will make up for you missing somebody's last moments, especially if it's someone very close to you that you're willing to fly, to fly for. And if I don't buy DLC or install more mod, I might be like, Moonmen. This game is built on a very, very old engine. This game is from 2013, and it wasn't built by like a major developer, right? So it's very. I don't know what the right word would be. It just needs some extra care. So there's not much that you can do aside from the things that I've told you that will make the game, better to run. There are some maps that, yes, you will have an easier time. But you will still have like stuttering and you might have crashes. Jackson, I wouldn't bet on it, mate. I wouldn't bet on it. I wouldn't bet on that. Selfishness is the norm, and it's not even selfishness, to be honest. Like, nobody's obliged, because the person that's sitting there is in the same situation as you. They bought their ticket on time. They showed up to their airport in time. So then it's unfair on them as well. The only real guilty party is the airline. Nerd, what the hell did you just say? My NDA has come through. I'll sign that later. Secure the 4th. What day would that be, Jackson? Is that a Monday? NDA says someone will nerd everything. Well, if it does say that, nerds, that would be great, wouldn't it? That would be absolutely great. Monday, okay, cool. 4th of... Can you message me that on Discord, Jackson, so that I can put it on my calendar later? Because I'll probably forget. And if I don't put it on my calendar, bro... I don't know what my brain is the way it is. I absolutely love it. I adore myself. I adore my brain. But, oh my god, it's got a character of its own. Those classic Benzes are so beautiful. Gorgeous. Thank you, my man. So what, you wanna go on tour to Brixton, yeah? There's honestly there's nothing to see there, man. It's Brixton is starting to get gentrified. Brixton is starting to get gentrified. Peckham is starting to get gentrified. All like the known, like the infamous hoods in London, they're all starting to get gentrified. There are definitely some areas, you know, certain areas, if you know, you know, but for the most part, they're starting to get gentrified, which is normally I'd be a bit, but in this case, for those two areas, absolutely, please gentrify them. Please gentrify Peckham and Brixton. I've been in the hearts of both of those places, and they are in need. They are in need of gentrification. What would I recommend eating? Are we talking like classic London grub? Like hood, like, you know what? I've got a hood classic for you. I've got a hood classic for you. I got you, don't worry. Don't worry, I got you. I got you. I got a hood classic for you.
Aumunder Heide. Sehr geehrte Fahrgäste, in Fahrzeugen mit insgesamt 4 Türen bleibt die letzte
There's a
Tür
particular
dieser
chicken shop here,
Haltestelle geschlossen.
which also has an infamous video. And listen, do you remember, yeah, there's like an old school video back in like 2015 times of that Harlem Spartan fight in the chicken shop. Bro, that Tennessee, yeah, mwah, is so leng. It's so leng. But I forgot who it was. But NSCCB is like a group of people, and there's a guy, I forgot his name, but he's a Harlem member, and then he just starts like just banging out, and he even hits us. He bangs his boy in the process. I forgot who it was. But that chicken shop, yeah. Oh my days, the food there is leng. I mean, all there is nowadays is new builds. New builds everywhere. Is this a real traffic jam or... Yeah, I thought as much. Ah, why would you do me dirty like that, Mr. Van? You're gonna show them what real hood is? Yeah, good luck, bro. Good luck. In a shop where you can buy weapons. Unfortunately, it's a lot easier than you think. People just get them online. There's no like... I think nowadays there's laws against it. Thank you for that message, Nerd in chat. Love to see it. I think nowadays there's like tighter laws, but for a long time you could buy the craziest things online freely. Completely freely. But take my word for it, Jackson. You are not coming here to show anyone what the real hood is. If you want to go on that mission, do it solo. I have nothing to do with that. My eyes wander every now and again, nerds. I have no idea when you actually posted it, but hey. I've seen it.
Gustav Heinemann Bürgerhaus.
I mean, at this moment in time, though, you're not wrong. I'm gonna go take a shower straight after this. You know what it is, Nerd? I don't know whether it's the bus or the route, but I've realised when I drive that Mercedes that I was driving earlier, the red one. Why were you green and then you just changed on me? Why would you do that to me, traffic light? On that, I think it's the bus. On that bus, they don't complain as well. But you see at the very end when it gives you your passenger comfort rating, that's where that's where you'll see how well you've been doing.
Rohlstraße.
Grandma, please don't cross the roads. I'll flatten you like a pancake. Grandma's got a big belly, you know. She's been eating good. Why is my wheel just like tweaking out by itself? We're nowhere near the curb. No, Ella said no. I've done it before. What are you saying? It adds a little bit of flavour, innit? It adds a little bit of flavour. Your passenger comfort is at 100%. Absolute bollocks. Absolute bollocks. Even after you drove into a house. Absolute bollocks, lad. I do like the horn. Shout out to T-Mobile and Orange, man. You don't see those nowadays, do you? You barely see Vodafone shops nowadays as well. I do like OMSI. It's like it's just like stuck in time. €10. Sorry, baller. Grandma will just turn to dust on him. Probably doing her a favour, to be fair.
Bahnhof Fegesack. BSAG Kundencenter. Fahrtende. Bitte aussteigen.
Not the house one, but others. Nah, there is no way, nerds. No way. You know what? I really want to drive with collisions on. But you've seen what the AI are like. You've seen the kind of things they do. You've seen the people, how they cross the road and they'll just like purposely try and kill themselves. There's just no point. And then you've got invisible walls that I didn't even know was a problem until collisions turned itself on for some reason. Yes, wait, I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it, nerd. How about you stream OMSI and prove it to everyone? How about that? And then truly, if it's as you say, I will need evidence that you haven't, I don't know, used like Premiere Pro on the fly or some sort of other editing software. Denier. Professional denier. Change? No? No? How long am I going to be waiting here? It's a red man everywhere. Where's my wheel cam? think my phone died. I forgot to charge it. One numpty. Damn it, it did die. Right, no wheel cam for a bit then. Until my phone turns itself back on. Oh my god, my passenger comfort is only 40%. Why? What did I do? What do you mean my ticket selling was 95%? How does that even make sense? I've got everything that I needed to do. Bollocks. Absolute bollocks. Start time 3:59. Oh, did I take the wrong one? No, 3526. So what do you mean start time 3:59? Why? From Vegasac to BFRge. Why did I 3:59? This one says 4:01. Yeah, no, that was the one. I don't know why it says 4:01 there. Right. That's all cool. I don't know whether we pick up passengers here or what. I have no idea where to pick up passengers from. What do you mean excuses? What do you mean excuses, nuts? I don't know where I get passengers. I've got no idea. Oh, 90's there.
Bahnhof Vegesack. BSAG Kundencenter. Übergang zur Regio S-Bahn.
I don't know if I've got my hazard warning lights bound. I don't think I do. Elizabeth Line is under a different like company, as I said, so it probably wouldn't be as difficult as it would be like hiring from nothing, basically. But it wouldn't be as simple as a click, basically. Would be an employee of the month for that. Absolute bollocks, mate. Right, I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. My phone is loading back up. It has loaded back up. If anyone wants to step in, they are more than welcome to. There we go. Cool. Let me quickly just hide that. Close this. And I'll be back in Should be about a minute, minute and a half. Cool, I think we're good to go now. No one wanted to get on, that is all your losses. We're gonna get on the bus behind. Favoritism. This is my first time seeing that traffic light. I've got no idea that even existed. Why are they all... Am I meant to stop here? Because sometimes they'll do this, but then they're not actually going to get on your bus. Oh, I am. Ah, I haven't been stopping here. I just keep leaving them behind every time. The Elizabeth line is a 30 route, man. Any route that travels super fast through London, like all I care about is getting from A to B as quickly as possible. If I could teleport, I would. So for me, Victoria line and Elizabeth line are goats. That was a good stop, innit? I think so, you know. I think it does. I think it does. The trains are very similar to the the newer overground ones, innit? And they're manual. Which is interesting. If that is the case, that's quite interesting. It may be automatic on the core tunnel. I've honestly got no idea. All I know is the trains are very similar to the overground ones, and those are manual. Like the ones we've got in TSW for the Goblin line.
Gustav Heinemann Bürgerhaus.
Yeah, I know about the Thames Link, yeah. I find it interesting that they even have ETCS on the Thames Link. Like, I'm just so used to that being like a European train thing that it just sounds weird to have it in the centre of London. There's a whole like driver's training guide on it on YouTube. They just have it there. I think it most likely should be an unlisted video, but they've gone and made it public. And that's why collisions are off. Because what OMSI wants you to do in that situation is stop the bus, put your hazard lights on, and then there's actually like a report accident function, which then basically fast forwards time by a significant amount, so you end up being super late. And then you'll get fined if you don't do that. I don't know how it works in Bus Company Sim, but that's how it works on the normal game. ECML is going over to ETCS. Interesting, so it's becoming more and more of a standard. No, LSN, I just run what's new, bro. I just play the new stuff. When was the last time you got a new UK route, man, before Manchester Piccadilly? Manchester Piccadilly? Manchester Airport. I think the last English route before that was the Just Trains one, right? And I played the hell out of that. I think after this I'm going to close OMSI and then start it up again. I think it's got a memory leak, so the longer you play it, the worse the performance is. Bro, he said I'm German at heart. You know what, nah. I was gonna say I'm German at heart as much as Nabil is a Londoner at heart, but Nabil is much more of a Londoner than I am a German. It's even replacing LZB on the new and upgraded lines in Germany. Wow. Replacing LZB. I still would have said LZB safer, you know. Considering there's no human error factor. Not that a machine can't get it wrong. But like the whole point of it, I believe, was that it allows you to go faster because they've removed the human factor. Just Trains did the West Coast Main Line. Carlisle to Preston. My door button is acting funny. I had to press it. This bus stop and the previous bus stop, I've had to press it multiple times. It wasn't doing that before. Could be what I've said, which I hope it is, and not my will tweaking out. Mr. Greedy, the game is called OMSI 2. You know what I should do, or I could do?
Fairer Kempe.
Oh, okay, I've completely misunderstood the premise of LZB then. Right. AFP will plug into ECCS, so it will basically be the same thing then. The train will, in a way, still be driving itself. It can do, but doesn't have to be. I think train drivers might prefer it though. Wouldn't you think? I'd imagine they would. So I've managed to repair my chair, thankfully. The truth is I still need a new one though. They're not cheap. But at least I can do this, because any driving, even just sitting, I was even debating whether I was going to do any streams or not until I get a new chair, because you could barely sit in it without it just being super horrible. Which I guess is part of the reason as to why it's getting phased out. Part of the reason for why it's being used more, basically, is my point. Goodness me, what is that camera work? What's going on? It usually does that when you're in like a really bumpy road, but that was very smooth.
Bahnhof Klinikum Bremen Nord. Übergang zur Regio S-Bahn.
This bus is a lot wider than a lot of buses I've driven in this game. Hey, if that's my payment for, you know, helping test out whatever it is that I'll be testing out, I won't say no to that, nerd.
Bahnhof Blumenthal, Jenny Riesplatz. Übergang
As does everything, Simon, realistically. Whenever it comes to the railways.
Über Friesenbergstraße, Eggestädter Straße und Bahnhof Turnerstraße zur Haltestelle Rönnebeck-Buschdel. Die Haltestellen Blumenthal, Markt bis Dillener Park können nicht bedient werden.
Bitte informieren Sie sich vor Fahrtbeginn auf www.bsag.de
Yeah, good points.
oder mit Hilfe der Fahrplaner-App über Ihre möglichen Verbindungen und achten Sie auf Durchsagen in den Fahrzeugen sowie auf die Aushänge an den Haltestellen.
I'm fully supportive of it. I'm fully supportive. Yeah. There's no immediate need to phase those out. They work fine. Why does it mean that line side signaling will go, Simon? And nerd, I'm not gonna lie, brother. I don't want multiplayer in TSW. I don't even want to ask. And I'm not gonna see Matt. I don't think I will anyway. Too busy working on TSW 6, or just being a bloody. Oh, I forgot what's his position again. I forgot what the actual title is, but I'm sure it keeps him very busy.
Friesenbergstraße.
Oh, Simon, I've streamed a lot of Frankfurt S-Bahn. And yeah, I have seen the areas where the semaphores still hanging about. Oh, you meant it will stay? Okay, yeah, I misunderstood you then. Matt is waiting for you. I don't think he is. It would be cool, but I don't think that's the case.
Wasserturm.
Yeah. Please don't wait for Monday to come and then I'm like, oh man, it was so good. I did this and I played this and I saw that and I saw this. Like I will say nothing. I might talk about my trip, but yeah, it will end there. I want to make a vlog anyway, so I mean, you'll see that in video form as well as me talking about it. Like I said the other day, you guys will be the first to know, without a doubt, if I've been chipped or hypnotized or, you know, anything that will lead me to suddenly change my tone completely about Dovetail themselves or Train Sim World. What is this place? A lot of people hopped off. This looks like a normal residential area. Oh no, what's this? No idea.
Eggesteiner Straße.
I think I'm actually relatively on time, you know. It's because I keep driving at 50, 60 kilometers an hour on these 30-kilometer parts. There are the staples in my arm rests are still stabbing my elbows. And I've taken out so many. Going back and forth makes me feel like I'm actually on a shift. I'm not putting staples in my arm, you muppet. They're putting themselves in my arms. In typical white knight fashion, Simon. It will be unmistakable. Hello, Vanya. Unfortunately, I've got no idea what you said. If you could use like a translator and translate that into English, we may be able to communicate. No, I didn't say so, you muppet. I said these staples keep stabbing me. Keep stabbing my arms, my elbows. I didn't say I'm doing it myself. Bit of a roller coaster there. Vanyar, I've got no clue, mate. Sorry. English. They're not in there. Look, they're not in there. They're in the chair, but they keep stabbing me. They're poking out because my armrests are flat. Like, my armrest, the cushion inside is no longer a cushion. It's like, it's just wood. I've had this chair since 20... Oh, I don't know, 14, 15. I don't know, it's been about a decade, basically. So, it's done its time. And to be fair, for a cheap seat, I got it for like 60 quid. It's actually served me pretty well. But it definitely is time for something a bit more ergonomic. Although I find my back's never hurt. I'm not like a physiotherapist. I don't know exactly whether this seat is good or bad for my back. But I don't believe there's any like lumbar support or any of that fancy stuff. So if it should have caused me back pain, it hasn't. What do you mean that's a better explanation? I explained it that way from the start. You just didn't want to hear. You didn't want to hear it. Kakaya Ostanovka. I mean, it means nothing to me, I'm afraid. What stop? Okay. So perhaps better translated, they mean like what route, maybe? If you mean what route I'm driving on, Vanya, it's Bremen Nord. No, what was it that you said about the 1080p, 1440p thing I asked earlier? Like, is it better 1080p in this bit rate or 1440p? Hello, Hanks Toes. How you doing? You need help with my setups? What do you need help with exactly? Movement is nicer. Not that compression is as bad. What does that even mean? So there's less. Do you mean there's less compression? Although realistically, we'd have to try it out in like Motorfest or something. But I played Motorfest what, yesterday or the day before, and that seemed pretty good, from what I could tell. Open the door. Alright, you're trying to like baby me through this. So the R's are race setups and the Q's are qualifying setups. The only ones I use are the LFM ones, obviously. So all the other ones, it's probably going to be trial and error. Like try different setups, find which one suits you. I usually do the equivalent one. So if I do, for example, qualifying, for example, 0-1, then I will also do racing 0-1. It just makes sense. But because obviously you don't have like a specific one that you're looking for, I would say you just go by trial and error. Less compressed pit. Okay. So ironically, it ends up being better quality. No worries, mate. KWG Pack is getting a live stream next week. That should be good. That should be good. Honestly, whatever I'm gonna go in to do on Monday, I hope it's not having to do some expert stuff with a German train. That's that. As long as it's not that, I think I'm a happy bunny. I want no part in that. Hey, I mean I'll do it obviously, but I just hope it's not that. It would make sense, Simon. Yeah, that would be coming out soon. Although, didn't they do a live stream with the 86 and it didn't come out for a while, or was that just an article? Shatraf $800. No clue. Every time you up the res, you need to go up the bitrate. It's the same quality. Yeah, but I upped the bitrate, nerd, for 1440p, mate. It also seems like it will add a considerable amount of gameplay as well, Simon. But they'll make you play Thomas. I mean, hey, you know, if it comes to that, it comes to that, innit? Twitch's limit facts are, well, for 1440p, Twitch have upped their bitrate limit. So there is that. And I'm still on the 1440p bitrate, even though I'm at 1080p. I remembered the second after I clicked live, and I was like, you know what? It's happened. Good luck to me remembering it the next time. So we'll wait and see if that happens. I believe 8,000... No, 10,000... I'll check. I'll check. I don't remember at all. But they have an article about it anyway. I'm at 7,500, so I think it's that 7,500. Because by default it was 6,000, right? So now it's 7.5k. It's definitely nice to have the cab car, yeah. It's also nice to just see it as AI as well.
Betonstraße.
I'm getting peckish. Think about Noodles calling my name. Nerd has left the company premises. There he goes. Barely put in a shift. Did a bunch of yapping. And then just left. Nabil will hear of this. Nabil will absolutely hear of this. That's why you're getting demoted and you can't see the newer maps. You put in 3 drives. Pfft, child's play. Child's play. Well, I think so could I, nerds. I'm just going by official numbers. Oh my god, I thought that was an official message. I didn't see your name. I just read that. I genuinely, my heart just like sunk for a minute. Flipping hell, man. I don't even think you get a message when you get fired, and yet somehow that still works on me.
Bahnhof
Dickhead.
Ende. Fahrtende, bitte aussteigen. Terminus, please leave the bus here. Übergang zur Regio S-Bahn.
Why is it always the woman wearing pink
BSAG
that stays on the
wünscht Ihnen
bus?
noch einen schönen Tag.
The expert timetable for Frankfurt Ford has way less lays than the main one. What's the reason for that? I mean, no point really asking. Like, the whole thing was quite a mess, so I'm not surprised it's out of the ordinary. Were you not driving an MAN yourself, nerd? Look at that. That is the best you're ever gonna get on here. And all it took was a ton of speeding. You know what? I actually do want to drive the Volvo. I don't know if I have the hot file in that bus for this route, though. That's the only thing. Oh my god, I said I was going to close the game, didn't I? 56 point... Oh, man. You're violating. Right, I'm going to turn display capture off real quick. I'm going to shut the game off. And then, reload it. Why do I change the way my guy looks as well? How do I do that? Who's playing Derail Valley? Lasagna. Who's playing OMSI? Oh, of course. A particular feline. You don't get the 155, 142, 1116. I guess that was just down to yeah, just a mess that was happening. Where's my... How do I change my guy's looks? AI traffic, very much. No, stop being a muppet. I also need to add you on here so you can send me gifts. I won't send you any, but you send them to me, okay? Not Catbird. Is it just Cat Nerd or is it Cat Nerd HP? What's the name on here? There you go, friend request sent. You better gift me stuff. I was being bored ugly. You said I could change it before you get into the game. Before you get into the game. You lied. That's my conclusion. That's a liar. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Look at that. What's my mailbox? Oh, I missed this event. I don't really go on these. Should I quit these other companies? You know what? I'm gonna be loyal. No way, because I might want to drive another map someday. Let me leave it as is. They're very patient. What was that one that fired me? Allegra. They wasted no time at all. Yeah, but how is it so no? Like, can you actually choose, or is it just what the game gives you? Because the game always gives me this fella. Who is it that had the scary character? There's someone that has that big beefy guy. Should we do some Kefrath with the Volvo? Again, I don't think I have the hot file though. And I'll leave Kefrath for another day. Do some more Bremen Nord. We ended at Fudge. Ended there. This is a different one. Blumenthal. I think that might be on the way. That might just be the same one but shortened. Let's do this one. Blumenthal's a Gron. That sounds completely different. Blumenthal's a Gron. Let's try that. Because I wasn't even taking note of my stops, so this could just be within the route we were doing already. But I've got no idea. Krefrath. Was it 3 or 6? Hey, my wheel cam. Where's my wheel cam gone? Wait, what? My phone died again, but it's plugged in. Okay, let me just let it go up a little bit. Six. Okay, no wheel cam for a bit, I guess. Don't know if there's any point sorting myself out of a pot noodle. I don't know when dinner's gonna be ready. It will still be a long time. Maybe I'll just wait. Oh, it's hot. Jesus. Hello, Holy Trucker. Hello, mate. Well, I haven't bought the DLC yet. So, I need to do that first. So when I buy it, then I'll just keep an eye on the schedule, basically. I'll post it up there. It won't be next week. It won't be, like, the coming week. It might be after that. Why Ellison? I got a ham, bro. I get... What did I get last time? Large burger meal. I get for myself a share box. You know the cheese sticks? Share box. I get that for myself. And then I'll get myself a McFlurry. Yeah. But you know what? Last time I did okay. I got a large meal. So I had a large... What did I get for... I had a large Coke as a drink. But I had a salad. I actually got a salad instead of chips. And then... There was something else that I did that was healthy. What was it? Maybe that was it. The fact that I got a salad. And the salad was actually nice. Maybe because it had onions in it. I love me some onions. Yeah, keep an eye on the schedule, Holy Trucker. You're more than invited to the convoy, mate. It will definitely be a convoy. And I said, I chop, bro. When it comes to food, I don't hold back. Don't let my skinny figure, like, trick you. I've just been blessed with a very, very high metabolism. Nah, it banged, you know. I won't even lie. And they didn't even give me the dressing. And it still banged. I'll be honest. No tomatoes, because tomatoes are rank. So it was just salad, onions, cucumber. Banging. And they didn't even give me a fork because I was eating it with my hands. It was still good. I mean, it's a minor difference, Holy Trucker. I think it's a bit less, if I'm not mistaken, less powerful. Looks a little bit different, and then that's it. So, if you were expecting anything more, it's on you, mate. Getting a fruit bag instead of a burger. And you know what? Why not? Why not, bro? The fruit in that, but who doesn't like a cheeky apple slice and some grapes? Why not, bro? It doesn't have to be bad just because it's McDonald's. The hell is Swamp Ass? No, that sounds rank. I mean extra tomatoes. Tomatoes are dirty, man. Tomatoes are actually nasty. Criminal. Absolutely criminal. Although, you know what? I had it with a wrap. Like unknowingly. I didn't find out until I was like halfway through the wrap. And it was nice. For the first time ever. Like, it actually didn't have a horrible effect on the meal. But still. No thank you. Just no thank you, you know? Just keep that crap away from me. Right. Well, let's do 2 more runs. And then we'll call it there. Oh my god, we're starting super late. I didn't even realise the start time. Well, this is going to be interesting.
Betriebshof Blumenthal.
Right, let's see if I can get my wheel cam up. Where are you at? 12%. That's plenty, lad. Plenty. No idea where I meant to stop, by the way. Do I connect people from here? None of them want to hop on. Bet. You eat tomatoes like an apple. I know you had issues, Node, already, but I didn't know they were this bad, man. Maybe see a psychiatrist? I don't know what you witnessed as a child. I think it would be good to do something about it, maybe. Yeah, no, I'm well aware that's your opinion, which is why I think something should be done about that. I don't know if this move is illegal. Usually for buses, they make an exception for stuff like that. Oh, I know one hops on my bus. I haven't set the bus up. We're 90, right? 95. There you go. Wait, that's the wrong thing on the computer. But it shouldn't be. It says grown. That says 3523 there. Umlauf 3523. 95 to grown, yeah. So why isn't it giving me the correct route? I'm just gonna leave it as is. I'm pretty sure I've done everything correctly from my side. Because you skipped stops? I don't think I did, but even if I did, there should be like a way to skip. I know I started late.
Sehr geehrte Fahrgäste,
I don't know what I just pressed.
bis voraussichtlich Ende Oktober 2018 werden die Linien 90, 91, 92 und N7 zwischen den Haltestellen auf dem
I don't think I missed any stops. I've been following the GPS.
A270 umgeleitet. Die Haltestellen
I know I'm late, but that should have been it.
Grund dafür sind Bauarbeiten. Bitte achten Sie auf die örtlichen Aushänge.
Oh, interesting, Holy Chocker. I wouldn't have thought that. I didn't know you were having stuttering issues. What GPU are you running? Or, to be honest, what CPU are you running as well? It's the traffic mods. I know you said you've sorted it, but from my own experience, traffic mods cause quite a hit on performance. So if your stuttering does come back, do consider that. Pushing it to the limit is how games should be played. As it should have been originally, Holy Trucker. The roads are way too quiet in the vanilla game. Way too quiet. Like, for a game about driving where all you do is drive, on mostly on motorway or on highways, I think they could have done... Again, yes, it would have cost a bit of performance, but I think it would have been a bit more immersive to have a bit more traffic. Because that's all you really see, aside from the scenery. Massive stutter, goodness me. Restarting the game was meant to make things better. I think the game just crashed at this point. Oh bro, not only like is it a sick experience just having a coach or a bus in the game, but the physics are actually well done as well. And that's now. So by the time they're actually refined, oh, it's going to be such a good experience. Such a good experience. Right, I think my game's actually crashed. Yeah, it has. That sucks. They're all gonna be pissed. I think I should be able to carry it on. I'm just gonna cancel it though. And I might just call it there, to be fair. I was gonna do 2 more runs, but I think that's given me the perfect opportunity to just leave it there. I think we've crossed our 3-hour mark. I think it's been sweet session. I've enjoyed coming back. You know what? This will does make the experiences a lot more enjoyable, and make it so that you are locked in a lot more as well. Because just like with VR, when I'm not playing ETS2 in VR, and with my normal will, I can... Why did the game just restart? The game is restarting itself. I didn't do that. I can just like fly around corners and just drive super fast, like I drive a car. But then, because now I've actually got the whole wheel rotation to deal with, everything's got to be done a lot more cautiously and a lot more of a slower pace as well. But I like it. It's good. It's good. It all makes for a more immersive experience. And funnily enough, I'm yet to do the combo between VR and this wheel in ETS2. I think that would be pretty cool. I think it would be pretty cool. Maybe some point soon, sometime soon. But yeah, I am gonna leave it there. A good chance that I'll be back later this evening with some sim racing. The whole game is just crap in itself. Yeah, high chance I'll be back later. Not a guarantee though, just a good chance. And so yeah, if you want to see some of that, do feel free to come along later. If you're not part of the Discord yet, if you're on YouTube or Twitch chat, type in !Discord and you'll get the link, and that's where you'll get the announcements for if I do stream without it being on the schedule beforehand. And you can just give yourself roles as well, so you can make it so that you have notifications for certain things. And then yeah, you won't miss anything. Yeah, so yeah, if you're on Twitch, check out my TikTok and YouTube. If you're on YouTube, check out my Twitch and TikTok. If you're on TikTok, check out my YouTube and Twitch. I'm now uploading like streams as videos, so I don't know, trying a new thing. We'll see how well it works. Not great so far, but you know, we'll keep pushing. And yeah, thank you for joining me today. Whether I see you later on, whether I see you tomorrow, whether I see you whenever, have a lovely rest of your day. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, stay safe. Health is wealth. Jesus Christ loves you all. And until the next one, take care. Oh wait, should we do a raid today? I haven't raided in a while. Let me do a raid and then I'll peace out. Let's do a raid. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. And you know what? There's not many OMSI 2 plays around, you know. So let's see who's streaming OMSI 2. Hopefully it's not just me. Right, OMSI 2, 5. Okay, it is just me. Okay, well, let's leave it there then. So yeah.